I was just thinking, I want to give an example to people out there that do not tune in on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock. I mean,
former Miss Americas.
You probably missed the best part of the whole show because the rest of it's going to be pretty boring. I'm telling you.
That's
you
right.
know,
That's
because you missed out on Mrs. Central. Miss Central.
Oh, you're not
Delaware.
a Mrs. yet, are you?
And what she does in life, and and how much her friend really loves
really
her.
doesn't like her.
And it all started with monkeys once again. So
bringing it right back to the zoo.
And it all comes right back to the zoo. And Jill, as always, you've done us well because you committed and you've been here every month like you said you would be, and we really appreciate it.
We appreciate it too. We love what you do to the for the zoo, not to the zoo, to the zoo and for the zoo.
Yep.
And
but that's tough to do, to get something together that can be taken out of the zoo and things like that.
Yeah.
I keep wanting you to bring something that maybe Kevin can hold in his lap.
Right. And he's just not very willing, is he?
No,
but I've got something today that he's going to be even less willing.
Yeah,
with. But you're not. You're the brave one of the bunch.
Right. Other than they might actually attack me because
no, they're not.
Because of your cologne.
No, because I was
charming wit.
Well, I was thinking back in my days when I used to.
Oh, they'll know.
All their cousins I took care of. You know?
These two specifically. This is Gus and Spike. They specifically asked for you today.
Yeah.
They were come packing. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I have a male and a female today. And these are...
You said something about me holding, which one, the female?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Would you like the aggressor or the less aggressive?
You said the female, I was trying to figure
out. This is a male.
You figured out where I was going here.
Well, she's not wearing a two-piece, so... we bring them totally naked here.
Yeah.
This is a male... Madagascar hissing cockroach.
I want people to know, this is what, when they go to make a movie or something, they want cockroaches. This is what they bring in.
Oh, he is not liking you.
I'm telling you, he knows I worked for Orkin at one time.
He smells that deep.
He's the one. Watch him. But a lot of people don't realize that's what they bring in because they are somewhat...
Right.
And people think a cockroach is a very dirty animal or insects, and they're not. They actually groom themselves constantly.
They do.
Well, guess what? If there was a nuclear explosion, they'd be here and we'd be dead.
Now for
I like how he kind of stutters the closer I get.
for eating wise, are they like a normal what we find here?
They do.
And
You
regurgitate upon
Did you
something.
say
we get
eating wise?
Eating rice. We give them, they're herbivores, so they'll eat fruit. Now, a lot of times people would say, oh, give them a nice piece of fresh fruit. They really don't like that nearly as much as rotting fruit.
Right.
So, it's softer, it's grosser, and it's easier for them to consume. And they really enjoy that. They really, for the most part, people are always afraid that when we bring them somewhere that they're going to get stuck in somebody's institution or place. And it's not going to happen because 99% of all cockroaches do not want to reside where we reside. They want to be out in the wet forest, leaf litter floor.
So these would not even if
we could put them on the floor and they're not going anywhere. They're not going to live.
Are they finding them in the States now? Because I know that some different hurricanes and stuff have brought some things in Houston a couple years back. And
not that I'm aware of. These are pretty much Madagascar animals. They really enjoy the warmer temperatures. It's a little cold in here today, and they're a little bit uncomfortable. And what I'm holding is the female. You've got the male, and if you wanted to see the difference, you can see that the male has horns. She does not. She has slight little bumps, but he's got horns. And they will use them to fight other males for mating rights.
Come on.
We can add that to the pageant, too, some fighting for the girls and stuff like that. And they're also hissing. They're known for being hissers.
I don't know, it might be a little cold here.
Run away! Normally the males...
Let's irritate the one with the horns.
I was going to irritate the one you have. They don't bite, so you don't have to worry about that. But what a lot of people don't like about them is they're very prickly because they've got hairs which allow them to crawl up a lot of fabrics and textures and walls and things like that.
Now, do they get their oxygen underneath their legs like it?
Like any other bugs, they have spirals and they do that. And that's also how they make their sound. They actually will constrict that, and you'll hear like a forcing of an air go through it. And they do kind of sound. You did it before. You want to do it for us? Yeah, a little bit louder there. Yeah, they'll actually do it.
In the mic.
Females will do it when they're...
He's known for his impersonations.
I can do cockroach.
I can do it very well. Oh, and that was a good male.
Thank you.
And that sounded like a mating ritual too.
Back to the pageant.
But I didn't realize now going to the zoo, because we walked through the zoo, we've toured the zoo. Do you have an area that people can go in and actually see
that cockroaches?
Yeah.
No, that's a great question. These are our traveling animals, so I just wanted to bring those today. So if you ever wanted to do
educational
a program, it's an educational program. We do them on-site and off-site, so you can do that. But I also wanted to talk about our spring programs that are coming out, particularly our event on September 12th and 13th. We're having our Spring Outside. It's all geared towards getting outside. We really want the folks of Delaware to get outside. We've got great state parks here. The Brandywine Zoo is a part of that. We want people to get out, exercise, move around, and have a lot of fun and enjoy nature such as this.
Well, no. I mentioned Madagascar and people having them for pets. Is that something that's legal or illegal? Or,
you know, that's a good question. I can't answer that off the top of my head. I do know that at the zoo, we have precautions we have to take. When every time they poop and all that stuff, we actually put it in quarantine before it goes out. Because they could have eggs.
And you got it on your hands.
Yes.
I was going to say, yeah.
Now we know.
Get some gloves up
You
here.
definitely always want to wash, as I say, even when you're touching your dogs and your cats and everything, you always want to have good hygiene and wash your hands.
Right.
But these guys can also, because they're insects and they're egg layers, you don't want to throw out any eggs and then have them hatch somewhere. So we're very cautious about that.
Right. Because here in North America, we got the German, the brown banded, the Oriental, and American, and that's pretty much what you're going to find.
Yes.
Because somebody threw out an egg.
There you go.
I was just letting you know.
Now these are ovoviviparous, which basically means that if you wanted to talk about
easy
a really
for
big
you to say. Ovoviviparous.
You think he threw something out? Well, listen to this.
There you go. She actually will lay an egg case, and then it sucks back up into her body. So when she gives birth, she's actually giving birth to live young most of the time. However, when you just have to be careful if they expel the egg case.
So she doesn't just deposit her egg case. She carries it with her.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Sucks back up. So it's not viviparous like we do, where we have a placenta. It's not a placental birth. We can get all into that later. But basically, she just has that egg case and she carries it up inside of her body with her. Now, so it looks like she can give birth to about 60 babies.
I was going to say, because you take a brown banded or something, you're looking for 36 baby roaches, so she can give up to, that's quite a few.
Up to 60 because of her size.
Wow.
So.
And it's all because old Studley over here.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But there's so much that happens at the zoo. It's springtime right around the corner. I want to remind people, you can always find out what's happening at the zoo, Jill, by going to
the website at www.brandywinezoo.org. And also I want to just put out a hey for spring and summer zoo camps. If you want a great place to send your kids where they're going to learn and have fun, send them to the zoo. We've got a summer chock full of fun for your kids for camp.
Yeah, and there's always education,
Absolutely.
and the people are there to help you. I mean, it's not like no other zoo. I say that every time. It's
the Brandywine Zoo.
It's a local zoo. Jill, it's always a pleasure.
Nice to see you.
Might I say how nice your hair looks?
Oh, thank
too.
you. Thank you very much.
Kevin mentioned that,
I said something. I'm kind of enamored with the boots myself.
He was more looking at the whole overall, But
it's nice to not have to come in khakis all the time.
But once again, we thank you for your time and coming over and doing this, and tell all the girls we said hi.
In your hand.
And we're going to send the Madagascars back over to the Brandywine Zoo. So if you want them to come out, they do the on-location travel zoo, education programs from schools, daycare, summer camps. Get in touch with them. It's on the website. Stay with us. We'll be right back right after this.